Hi, this is Tony with StuffSeniorsNeed.com, and I am coming to you today with really the summation of an article I saw a little while ago on Yahoo Finance. Top 10 things that retirees won't tell you. It kind of resonated with me because a lot of the issues are the same issues that I'm dealing with and my community of viewers, readers are interested in. So I wanted to take a look at it, go through the points, and just give you my 2 cents, whether it's good or bad. Point number 1 is we're broke, and absolutely that's a positive. Most seniors today are broke. I see it with my parents. I see it with the questions that I get on my Contact Me page. Most of those questions revolve around free dental care, free hearing aids, free something or other. A lot of incontinence products question, things of that nature. So these questions are driven by one thing, and it's the lack of money. And if you take a look at another article that I just saw about how seniors, or should I say those in our 40s and 50s, only have about $20,000 saved for retirement right now. You take a look at the state Social Security is in right now, there is no way that my generation, those in our 40s and going into our 50s right now, will be able to successfully save, live on their own. I mean, it just, the financially, Social Security will not be there to take care of them the way it is for this current generation. That's a sad part. You know, I'm not going to get into the reasons why. That's a whole separate issue. But the thing is, the only warning I can give to my generation, and you know, right now I'm 44, the best thing to do is to start saving now. The government will not be able to take care of you regardless of the intentions of whoever is in power at that point in time. Number 2, retirement's a lot more stressful than it looks. And yes, that's absolutely the case. Why? Point number 1 has a big thing to do with it. Okay, it's the lack of money and worrying about running out of money that causes the stress. The other thing is their health situation, okay? It's the fact that when you're talking about the stress of the situation and the advent of the diseases that are caused by stress, you know, being sick plus being broke can equal plenty of stress for anybody. So that's point number 2, and I agree with it. Number 3, we spend too much time by ourselves. This is talking about severe loneliness, and it's something that I do see. The only thing I can tell you is that on a personal perspective, I do what I can to make sure I spend time with my parents each week. Yes, it's tough, you know, with all the commitments that I have, and I understand that a lot of people have more commitments than me. But the thing is, it's something that you need to do as a caregiver, to spend as much time as you can with your parents. And it's something that's tough to do. It's just something that has to be done. Point number 4, we're in denial about our health problems. And while mom is, you know, in a nursing home and we understand what her health problems are, obviously she's not in denial over them. Dad is. And he will put off going to the doctor until the absolute last second. Perfect scenario was after Hurricane Sandy hit Long Island in 2012. We're dealing with 3 and 4 hour gas lines. I'm walking to work at this point, and thank God I have a job where it's easy enough for me to do that. He calls me and says, I have to go to the hospital tomorrow. He had put off because of his back pain. It actually wasn't an issue related to his back. He had, it turned out, a urinary tract infection. And it was so bad that this was causing the back pain, not his normal back pain. Now he's calling me and tells me I have to get him to the VA in Northport tomorrow. And of course, I am bone dry on gas because of the fuel disruptions. He can only go to the VA hospital in Northport. That's where he has coverage. So calling an ambulance is out of the question. What do I do? Thank God I managed to find, I think it was a buddy of mine just told me that from gasbuddy.com that there was a station that just got a delivery. I literally ran home, got my car, and only had to wait about 45 minutes to get a full tank of gas that day. I did wind up taking him the next day to the VA hospital. It was actually in the middle of a nor'easter. So to sum up, when it comes to denying your health problems, denying they're going to exist is not going to make them go away. And not only that, it'll probably make it a lot more stressful on everyone in your life if you do deny them. The point is that the only way that you can take control of your own health, okay, eat right and exercise, improve your own situation, but by doing that, the first step you're going to make is you're going to actually realize where you are in terms of your health. Something you need to do. And our health costs are huge. Taking a look at the $14,200 a month bill that Medicaid gets billed to take care of mom, I agree. And you know, when it comes to other things and other bills, yes, they are stacking up. I know a lot of seniors are dealing with a lot of issues when it comes to prescription drug costs. And a lot of the questions and a lot of the content on my site, stuffseniorsneed.com, is designed to help people pay for their bills and to alleviate these costs as much as possible. Okay, so let's keep moving. Number 6, we're coming after your jobs. And I see this both from the standpoint of seniors who have retired looking to get back into the workforce, and also the seniors who will not retire from the job they have, even though health-wise they really should. It all goes back to point number 1. We're broke. Number 7, we still get frisky. And while it might be true, I have to say, in all honesty, as a son, I really don't want to think about my parents getting it on. So for the sake of that discussion, let's skip it and go right to number 8. We're planning to move in with you. And this actually happened to my brother before mom's heart attack as she was declining. It was my brother's house that was the only one available for us to put her in there. What we really didn't know at the time, Mom had been planning on this all along without telling us. That is an absolute fact. And, you know, and this is a situation that isn't atypical. 43 million people are caring for someone out there 50 years or older. And those doing the caregiving can have a lot of financial issues as a result of that. So not only do caregivers suffer from the cost of caregiving, but I mean the loss of pension and retirement benefits means that long-term caregivers pay a financial price. And that's just an aside from the point about planning on moving in with you, but it's something to keep in mind. Number 1, that Hawaii trip, it's more like a pipe dream? Yes, it is. Reason? Go back to point number 1. We already talked about it, so finally, point number 10. We are scam magnets, okay? I remember about 6 or 7 years ago, my mom almost fell for the Nigerian bank scam, all right? And she almost fell for a phishing scam, which is a point where she received an email that looked just like it was coming from Chase, that wanted her to verify her account information with her social security number. Thank God I was over her house at the time and I caught it. So these are, of these 10 points, to be completely honest with you, I agree with most of them. And it's something to take into heart. It's something that we really need to focus on as caregivers, making sure we can do what we can to alleviate the 10 points. We certainly can't do it all, but we have to do it to some extent. So I hope that this video helps somebody out there. This is Tony with Stuff Seniors Need, and I'll see you next time. Take care.